Now at 6, a judge blocks the Trump administration's plan to deport dozens of migrant children. We'll look at how the ruling came as planes were ready to depart and what the administration plans to do next. Arkansas foster children could find homes faster thanks to new technology. One local agency is using software to make the application process easier for parents and social workers. And a Central Arkansas teacher is on the brink of national recognition. In 5 minutes, we'll show you how Briley Saunders is looking to be crowned a classroom hero.
Live from Arkansas's streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 6.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on THV 11, streaming on your TV with THV 11 Plus. I'm Karen Fuller. Hayden is off today, but meteorologist Tracy Bean is standing by with a check of the forecast on this Labor Day.
Yeah, we're starting out with cloudy skies and we do have a few passing showers as we are looking across the state, but not too bad. I think it's still going to be a great day to get out and about. Hopefully you have the day off and you're able to maybe relax a little bit or maybe some honeydews. I know I've got my own honeydews to do as well when I get home today, but again, those passing showers, a few of them were a little bit heavier, but now they're starting to dissipate just a little bit. But here in Central Arkansas, not seeing any activity, just those cloudy skies out there. And of course, the roads are all kinds of bare with most folks staying home today. Currently, it is 70 in the capital city. Just to our north, we're seeing a whole bunch of 60s and off to the east as well. We're going to continue to see those clouds, but a little sunshine's coming out today. It'll make it out, but we'll keep that cloud cover as well. But that's going to keep things a little bit cooler. 85 here in Central Arkansas, keeping things a little bit warmer with a little more sunshine to our south and to the east, and a little cooler here in northwest Arkansas. So if you're heading maybe to hike up Interstate 40 to that area, it's going to be just a little cooler. So it'll be nice today no matter where you are. Now I do have to say there will be a chance for a passing shower, but it's very, very light, even as we're looking off to the west where we're going to see the majority of that bigger chance, and to the south. But passing, not looking for any widespread rain. Overall, it's going to be an absolutely beautiful day for you to get out and about. That cloud cover is going to keep it great. We'll talk about the day hour by hour, and we believe it or not, we've got another front coming through, two actually. One overnight tonight into tomorrow, and one Thursday, Friday into Saturday actually. So that talk about how it's going to impact your weekend and how much rain we're going to get from that. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes.
Tracy, thank you. New this morning, a federal judge has blocked deportation flights carrying migrant children back to Guatemala. More than 70 unaccompanied minors are now expected to stay in U.S. custody under Health and Human Services. The Trump administration had planned to send hundreds of children out of the country, but the ruling stopped planes that were already on the runway in Texas. Lawyers for the minors argued they could face abuse or persecution if they were returned, while the government said parents wanted reunification. It's the latest clash over the administration's push to ramp up immigration enforcement. And in Washington, the White House is moving to cancel nearly $5 billion in foreign aid that Congress already approved. The budget office calls it a, quote, pocket recession, a move critics, including Senate leaders from both parties, say is illegal because it bypasses lawmakers' authority to spend tax dollars. Much of the money would have funded food security, UN peacekeeping, and democracy programs overseas. The Trump administration argues the cuts reflect its America First priorities. But the fight comes only weeks before Congress faces the deadline to avoid a government shutdown. Now continuing coverage from Minneapolis. Families gathered at Annunciation Parish over the weekend to pray and to grieve after last week's school shooting. You may recall 2 children were killed, more than a dozen hurt, with one still in critical condition. Police say they are maintaining extra patrols near churches and schools as a growing memorial honors the victims. And on Sunday, Pope Leo led prayers at the Vatican, speaking to the faithful.
Our prayers for the victims of the tragic shooting during a school mass in the American state of Minnesota. We include in our prayers the countless children killed and injured every day around the world.
The Catholic Foundation is raising money to support those impacted. Right now, no reopening date yet has been set for the school. Officials say the community is coming together to offer support and comfort to the families. Here at home, an Arkansas foster care group is teaming up with a tech company to help more children find permanent homes. The Answer Foster Care is working with software company Binti to simplify the application process for foster and adoptive parents. Leaders say the platform cuts down on paperwork, saves time for social workers, and helps more parents qualified to foster.
Social workers spend 50% of their time on paperwork, and they want to spend that time with children and families. And so if software can really streamline the process for them, they can spend less time on paperwork and more time on social work.
And with a shortage of foster families nationwide, advocates say tools like these can make all the difference. The Answer is the first organization in the state of Arkansas to launch this software. Time now 6:05. Check it out. A Central Arkansas teacher is in the running for national recognition and a pretty sweet prize. But she can't do it without your help. THV 11's Carter Thweet introduces us to Cabot Middle School North's Briley Saunders and how you can help her become the ultimate classroom hero.
If you look online at Kleenex's Heroes of the Classroom contest, you'll find 10 teachers from all across the country and one from right here at home.
She's phenomenal. She brings such good energy to the building. She absolutely loves her kiddos.
Ask Cabot Middle School North Principal Micah House and he'll tell you 5th grade literacy teacher Briley Saunders is one of the best around. For her, teaching is a calling because she saw some great ones growing up.
My twin brother, Blake, has Asperger's, and he needed extra time growing up. Basic things like tying his shoes, those things were not as quick for him to learn. And I always saw that his teachers were always very patient with him.
These days, Blake is in medical school, something Briley attributes to these teachers who poured into him and her. Now in her 4th year with Cabot Schools, she tries to go the extra mile for her students too.
Kids aren't going to learn if they don't feel safe, they don't feel loved and supported. And so that's my number one, is to have all my kids know that I am here to cheer them on. I see them as more than just a student.
And the people in Briley's life see her as more than just an ordinary teacher. So much so that for this year's Heroes of the Classroom contest, sponsored by Kleenex, one of Briley's friends nominated her. And on the first day of school,
she had texted me several times and I'm at school, I can't respond. And so she was just like, call me in all caps. And so as soon as I had my lunch break at 10:45, I called her and she was like, remember that contest I told you about? You're a top 10 finalist.
Briley says the support she's gotten since then has been incredible, whether she wins the $10,000 grand prize or not. But the people around her hope she wins.
It's just an awesome opportunity to showcase how much our teachers do and how hard they work for kiddos.
I like her because she is one of the funniest teachers and one of the best teachers I ever had.
In Cabot, Carter Thweet, THV 11 News.
The contest winner comes down to public voting. The deadline, September 8th. You can head to heroesoftheclassroom.com right now to cast your vote for Briley. We've also put a link on our website, thv11.com. A new group called Pinnacle Sports Ventures is teaming up with a local credit union in Northwest Arkansas to support student athletes at the University of Arkansas, helping them guide them through their careers, including the financial side of college sports. The announcement comes at the same time as the women's basketball team is announcing the signing of Yvette Mayberry. She's a transfer from the University of Kansas, and part of her agreement with the agency means she's required to complete a certain amount of charity work every year. The Northwest Arkansas Food Bank is one of those charities, and its president says he is eager to get student athletes involved in volunteering.
You know, I was fortunate enough early in my career to do some volunteer work, and it really led me into running a nonprofit. They're going to get down in there in our volunteer center, and those competitive juices are going to start flowing, and we'll be excited to see what they can do.
And if Mayberry sounds familiar, she is carrying on a family legacy. Her father, Lee Mayberry, played on the Razorbacks Final Four team in 1990 before an 8-year NBA career. She says she's already feeling at home in Fayetteville and can't wait for the season to begin. Now let's check back in with Tracy and the forecast to help you plan your Labor Day, your Monday, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, not too bad. Hopefully folks are getting a little time to rest today. It's going to be a nice day. We're starting out with cloudy skies for the most part, but we will see a little sunshine peeking through here before long and looking for that high in the mid 80s. For your Tuesday, we have a frontal boundary pushing through overnight. That means we could see a little rain as you're heading into work and school on Tuesday morning, but all of that clears and we're going to see those temperatures dropping just a little bit into the lower 80s. But good news, I've got another little fall tease for you coming up this weekend. We'll talk about those cooler temperatures headed our way in just a few minutes. And checking out your traffic this morning, 6:09. Things are very light, of course, and we're looking at the sky here because there's not any traffic to talk about. It is all good across the roads, but we do have that cloud cover, but we're starting to see a little bit of that sunrise there this morning. We'll get all those clouds out of here for the most part and just have that nice mix of sun and clouds this afternoon. So go ahead, do a big stretch, grab some coffee, and get outside and enjoy this beautiful day.
The summer heat is fueling mosquito activity, and that is raising concerns about viral infections. After the break, how officials are preparing for the peak season. And America's high-speed rail is finally a reality after years of delays. We take a closer look at Amtrak's newest groundbreaking train.